It's finally time, guys. After a few days, I have assembled the best team to do Christmas Act 3 on Chaos Mode. This is the hardest map in the game, and I feel like I've finally done it. I think this is the team to use in this map. Well, not the team. You can always use other units, but this is my team. This is the team I am using. Now, I want to give a big shout out to King Tyson, who actually helped me do this. He doesn't have a YouTube channel at the moment, but he helped me assemble this loadout. And he really showed me like the true, the true skill and everything you need to know about this game, which if you want a video about that, let me know, because I can actually make that. But this is the best team to use inside of Christmas Act 3. Let me show you the entire loadout. First, I'm going to show you the shiny Amy. Now, in every video at this point, I've mentioned this unit at least one time. This is the best starter in the game, and you're going to need a starter in this mode. And this combined with the Ghost Chow, a damage boosting tower, give it sniper for extra range, you're going to do really good, all right? So you can place down 4 of these at the beginning of the game. That's about how much damage? 10%? I don't know. That's about 30 damage at the beginning of the game. That's a lot, all right? And then by the time you have that, you're going to be able to place down your sniper, your Ghost Chow, and be able to upgrade your Amy's. We'll get into the gameplay later, all right? Next is Master Plan, specifically Master Plan Eggman. I'll show you what the traits do after I show you the units. Here's what he does. Passive. He will spawn badniks every couple of seconds. The badniks that will spawn, that can be changed. All right, so you don't have to change the badniks, but what the badniks do is that they come onto the track and they hit the enemies themselves. They bump into them, and they don't like knock them back, but they like go inside of them, and then like they take a lot of damage. They take so much damage. The more you upgrade Eggman, make sure to upgrade Eggman. Now we're using 2 Unleashed in this game mode. We're using Curse Puppeteer Cream. It also has a passive attack. It actually buffs all your stuff. It actually buffs your damage and your cooldown on your units when you max it out. And it does a few more things. And it does tons of damage. That's why I put Chaos Control on it. Maybe Heavy Hitter would be better. And then we have Metal Sonic. This unit is so good. I don't even know if these... I don't know which is better out of the 2, honestly. He has basically no cooldown. You know, mid damage, but you can get him to a lot if you use Heavy Hitter. And he has the Pierce unit, so he's one of the only 2 Pierce units in the game. And when he does a burning laser, so he burns enemies. He does more damage. Like a passive burning attack. So he's a non-stop piercer. So place him in a good spot, you're gonna be able to dominate these enemies, bro. It's insane. Now let me show you what each trait does. All right, here's our Speed of Sound Amy. So Speed of Sound is just minusing the cooldown and minusing the range. That doesn't matter too much because making this unit attack faster, or rather than making it have more damage but attack slower, is a way better decision to be making, because you're doing a lot more damage if you're attacking faster. This one's kind of self-explanatory. It just gives you more range on your unit, plus it buffs the cooldown, but there's no cooldown on it. It's just a buffing tower. That's all it does. Yeah, get sniper on it. Okay, now this one's actually important. Master Plan. Let's take a look what it does here. Okay, 20% damage, 25% dot effect, 20% AOE size, and minus 25% summon cooldown. I really don't know what dot effect is. I had to learn what that is. I think that's a buffing effect, and then AOE size is just I really have no idea, but I think the summon cooldown is all of the badniks that come through. So this, like, Master Plan is for passive units. That's just what I think, though. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to ask somebody about that. Now, Heavy Hitter. All right, I put this on. You can put this on Puppeteer Cream if you want to. It buffs the damage. It buffs the cooldown. Actually, I think it minuses the cooldown. I'm not sure where, yeah. Anyway, Chaos Control I'm using, though. Yes, it ups the cost and ups the damage, but it ups the range and ups the cooldown. Well, I mean, buffs the cooldown, because, like, the minus means that, like... So, obviously, Chaos Control on it personally, but your next best bet is Heavy Hitter. Speaking of Heavy Hitter, we have Metal Sonic. Obviously, I just showed you what Heavy Hitter does. This is really good on Metal Sonic. I used to use Speed of Sound. Speed of Sound used to be good on him, which it still is, because it would just basically never stop attacking, but it wouldn't do as much damage as it does now. Plus, if you put Heavy Hitter on it, it's doing more damage, and it still never stops attacking. So Heavy Hitter is the best trait for Metal Sonic. And that right there, guys, is the loadout I will be using in this video to beat Christmas Act 3 on Chaos Mode. Let's get straight into it. Enough wasting time. We will do this right now. By the way, you do get Lord X crates from doing this mode, and you could possibly get a festive Lord X shiny version. So I'm going to be grinding this mode a little bit, and I'm going to be getting a shiny version, all right? Before that reset happens in the alpha. And then put that in the tower storage. Oh, where is it? The tower storage over there. Okay, I said enough wasting time. Let's go right into the game. Let's go! All right, we are in the game. Let's get started. Follow my gameplay, all right? If you can use this as a tutorial if you want to, using my loadout. By the way, they don't have to be shiny. They can still be normal and it'll work out. But you can just follow what I do, okay? Here we go. So we're going to start by placing our Amy's. When we have enough, please hurry up and start. We're going to spam it. All right. So we're going to place these in like a line form. Just going like this across. All right. So we have some like spreading out a little bit. Then we're going to place down one behind it. All right. We're going to place down an Amy right behind it when we get the money. Come on. All right, there we go. And then we're gonna have another coin upgrade in a second. That's when we place down, that's when we upgrade, I think. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade some of our stuff. I'm trying to remember what I did last time. All right, yeah, so we're gonna upgrade our Amy's to level 1. All right. Now we're not going to do that. We're not going to touch the upgrades anymore. We're going to place down our buffing Chow. All right, upgrade that one time. Then place down another one. Upgrade that one time. And then max these both out. All right, now we got a lot of damage going on already. Now we got Eggman down. He costs 1750 to place down. We upgrade him once. Then we get down another Eggman. We upgrade him once. Now this tree decoy might pass through. That's okay though, because we're going to place down Cream the Rabbit right now. That's going to wipe him out instantly. Then we're going to move her over and place down Metal Sonic next. Right here. Upgrade him once. We're doing a lot of upgrading one time. And then we're going to wait till we get Cream down, because that is a very important unit to have down. There we go. Now we have every unit in our lineup placed down. All right. Now all we have to do is upgrade. We already have our damage buffing by upgrading it to level 1. So we're doing a lot of damage right now. All right. And then we're going to upgrade our Amy's to max. Not all of them can be maxed out immediately. This one can now. That's all of our Amy's, right? Yes. All right. Perfect. One more Amy back here. There we go. All right, we're gonna upgrade Metal Sonic again. It's doing 16 damage, 0.16 cooldown too. That's insane. And we upgrade Cream the Rabbit again, 495 damage, guys, every 4 seconds. Upgrade our Eggmans. We're gonna upgrade it to level 3 as fast as we can, because we want more Motobugs. You see those Motobugs coming down? Look how much health they have. They have 792 health. That means that they're doing 792 damage. All right, they're going right through these enemies in case anything leaks this way, which enemies will leak past our units, but that's for the badniks. All right, that's why we have Eggman equipped. All right, Metal Sonic's upgraded again. He has 31 damage now, so all our Amy's are maxed out. All right, we should focus on upgrading Eggman's next, because that is a huge damage jump right there. Actually, I think we're better off saving up for the next Cream upgrade. As you can see, we are dominating the field right now. Nothing is getting through so far. There we go. We upgraded it again. It's now doing, actually, I don't think anything changed, but it's doing more damage. So our Ghost Chows are maxed, so everything in this radius is getting a damage buff, which we need more damage. We need more damage than cooldown, guys. Remember that. All right, we're about to max out our Eggmans. There we go. 55 damage, 0.68 cooldown. That's really good. And we're getting badniks being spawned in. All right, I think Metal is next on our agenda. He's gonna get 0.1 cooldown at max level. All right, there we go. He is maxed out. Now we don't have to touch him anymore. So he does charge, pierce, and burn. That's insane. He is a pretty rare unit though. Actually, not really. If you open like an average of 200 crates, you'll probably get him. I got 2 of them from 50 crates, so I mean, that's probably just my luck. I don't know. All right, everything here, excuse me. Everything here is fully maxed out now. 1,485 damage. That's absolutely crazy. And it buffs our units and cooldown. That's insane, dude. This is a really good unit. And in other maps, it identifies invisible enemies. So like the Gecko in the Marble Hill Zone map, or I don't think it's only in that map, but I think you know what I'm talking about. But that's every unit fully maxed out already at wave 11. That's insane. So you don't need a farm unit to do this, guys. Remember. And you don't need that telekinesis Knuckles I made a video on yesterday. Look at that, 1.19k. That's how much damage it's doing towards the enemies, though. Bro, that's crazy. But now we're just gonna sit back and watch everything happen. We don't even need to move our units anymore, because everything here is doing damage. And then if like things like what do you call it, Tree Nick leak through, then these badniks are gonna kill it. All right, we got 4 of them coming down because of the 2 that each unit has, and they never stop. Look how close they are. They come very often, every couple of seconds. It says every 20 seconds at max level. Absolutely bonkers. Be careful of that Omega, by the way, because you think he dies, but then he has a secret other phase after that has like only 1,000 health, so you can kill that guy. The badniks can kill him specifically. Thank goodness Amy is splash and not single attack, because we would be in deep danger if it wasn't splash. All right, we are sitting at wave 14. The final boss, Kramplosis, is about to come out. We will be able to beat him, guys. We will be able to beat him. Here we go. Kramplosis is coming, and this time he has friends. Take care. With low health, he will start running. Yeah, so Kramplosis, if he gets under 5k health, I'm pretty sure, he will start running. You see he's walking right now? That's not him. I don't know where he... Yeah, over there, yeah. He's walking. So if he gets under 5k health, again, I'm pretty sure we'll check after, you know, he loses health, but he'll start running. So be careful about that. Chimney is dead. There he goes. Those badniks handled it. I didn't show you it. Tree Nick is coming through. You guessed it. The badniks handled it. And our last big guys are over here, the Omega and the Kramplosis. Kramplosis is dying. He's stopping the badniks, but they're still going to do damage anyway. Look at that. He's at 15k health right now. He's going into the zone of the Amy's and Metal Sonics. Here we go. He's losing health so much. All right, so yeah, under 10k health it is. He starts running. Those badniks kill him instantly. Now it's time for Frostbitten Omega, the actual final boss. He dies. All right, then Omega comes out, then he dies. Perfect. That's it. That's it, baby. And boom, we just beat the map in 7 minutes and 51 seconds. So an average of 8 minutes every time you play this mode. That means every 8 minutes you'll get a Lord X crate. and open a ton of those, and then you'll probably get a shiny one. I'm gonna open 50 of those at once because I'm gonna grind a bunch of those up, and then I'm gonna open 50 at once for the sensation of opening them all at once, and maybe we'll get a few shinies. At least I hope we do. But that is it, guys. That is how you beat Christmas Act 3. You all can do this now. Only a few days of grinding if you play a little bit, because obviously the gameplay is slow. You need some patience. You guys can get it done. All right. You don't need shinies. You don't need shiny versions of it. All right. Play story mode, get some rings, summon unopened test crates for Amy, play Halloween mode. This is one of the most common units in the summons and the Halloween crates. Eggman's pretty easy to get if you grind up at least 9,000 rings. And these two, play an average of 20 matches of both of these, and you'll probably get both of these units. It really doesn't take that long to get good in this game, considering it's free to play. There's nothing to help you with paying here, so you have to actually grind everything. But it's a fun grind because in the end you get a good loadout and you get the satisfaction of beating the hardest map in the game, and that's exactly what you're gonna do. So thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I promise I'll make that Halloween crate step-by-step video here, but that's probably gonna be the next video. But I wanted to get this one out first because this is more important. But I feel like this was kind of a Christmas tutorial. That is the best map in Christmas to grind. So there you go. This was secretly a unit showcase, how to beat Christmas Act 3 in the best grinding method for Christmas. So that's all happening in this one video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time for the Halloween crate tutorial. See you guys.